Ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?
Here we go.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the OG NBA betting show. Got Wham Bam, got Babano. Dutchy may fall through. You never know. But man, shout out to Dutch, shout out to Babano. Y'all had the Knicks, y'all had the winners. Babano, I'm gonna go to you first. How you feeling today?
Yeah, shout out to the Knicks. Nice to see the New York Knicks win something, anything, finally, after all these years. Yes, NBA Cup winners 2025. Well done, Knicks. Played a really solid game. A very entertaining game, back and forth it was. You know, Spurs had a good first half. Into the third quarter, they had a lead, but you could see the Knicks gradually getting better. Defense kind of tightened up late. There were still a lot of points in the game, but the defense did, dig in later in the game for the Knicks. OG Anunoby, man. Not only was that prop easy, cashing that last night over points, rebounds, and assists, but God, that double sprinkle at 18-1. One rebound short, if you can believe it. What did he have? Like 22 points and 9 rebounds? Oh, man, frustrating. That close to a big double hit with OG last night. But credit to the New York Knicks. Good job by them. Now, I want to say this about the NBA Cup. If you're wondering if this is a springboard to a long playoff run and a championship, well, Milwaukee won this thing and ended up losing in the first round one year. The Lakers won this thing a couple of years back, and they got bounced by Denver in the first round. So it's not always leading to bigger and more prosperous things. But like I said, the New York Knicks have not won anything really in 50-some years, so we give them credit for a great run as NBA Cup champions.
Yeah, and I see everybody in the chat betting on over under 410. We started right, or 110. We started right on the dot, so everybody get your money back. It's a push.
Yeah, it's a push, yeah.
Wham Bam, what's good with you?
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling great. Can't complain, man. And yeah, we did lose out on the Spurs right there. It is what it is, but it's all good. We let it die another day. So we put ourselves in pretty good position, though, so that's all that matters. I should have probably hedged like somebody else normally would, just to make some money back. But, stuck at the guns. It is what it is. But, hey, shout out to that. Here another day. We got some bets in for today. Shout out to our guy Babano, Dutch for those winners yesterday, and my guy Skee for always coming through. We're going to come through again today. So, clean slate today. Let's make it happen.
All right, let's get after it. 2 games on the board. Start with Cleveland and Chicago. Opened up 5, looks like 5. Total open 240.5, looks like 242 everywhere. As far as who is available for Chicago, my bad. Desumu is questionable still. For Cleveland, Merrill, Mobley, Nance, and Strus all out. Man, this is the battle of to me, well, I'm not going to call them both bums, but I think they are bums. They're 2 teams I can't trust. I'm going to go to you here, Babano. I feel like this is the game that you definitely will have action on, even if me and Wham don't.
Yeah, you can't even compare these 2 teams. One is a bum, and that's Chicago. They're the only bum. Cleveland's not a bum. Cleveland's decent team, solid team. They're not great. They are overrated. I do agree with that when it comes to Cleveland. But you can't put the Cavaliers in the same stratosphere as the Bulls. The Bulls are horrendous. The Bulls have just been burning their backers for, 2 months now, since the beginning of November. This is a basketball team that is 5-13 straight up and against the spread their last 18 games. They've been absolutely dreadful, brutal. And, of course, we cashed a ticket with them again, against Chicago again on Sunday. I think Skee had a piece of it, too. The Pelicanos and the New Orleans Pelicans got it done against Chicago. I'm fading them every game. That's just what I'm doing until I see signs of improvement from the Chicago Bulls. I'm fading them every game, and I'm fading them tonight. I'm taking this Cleveland team -5. I mean, I don't think Cleveland's fallen off to that level yet. You look at them; they've alternated wins and losses. That is a bad home loss to Charlotte, but they've been alternating wins and losses lately. The last 2 times they've lost, they've bounced back with a win each time. I think they can do that here. They've owned Chicago. They've won 5 straight meetings head-to-head over the Bulls, all of them by at least 6 points. So they've won 5 straight by 6 points or more. like I said, yes, normally I haven't been betting Chicago all that much, but like I said, or Cleveland all that much. But like I said, this is the right time to do it because I just think there's still a gap between them and the Chicago Bulls. So for me, I'm on Cleveland here, -5.
Interesting. I mean, I agree with a lot of what you said. Wham Bam is the famous first quarter making an appearance, or what are we doing here?
Why would we go away from it on the road games, y'all? It's 8-2 ATS. It's 8-2 ATS on the road. At the house, they suck. On the road, on the road, it's 8-2 ATS. It's pretty solid. -1. I actually do like that a look a lot. I haven't bet this. I am going Kevin Herter though. So Kevin Herter, he's getting up taking shot attempts. His shot attempts are always going to come from three. He had shot attempts last game, 8 for 4. I think he gets similar, about 4 to 5 shot attempts in this game. He just needs to go over 1.5 to get us at plus money, plus 100 over there. So I'm going to go Kevin Herter over 1.5 threes. But yeah, I do like the first quarter. Of course, I like this first quarter, man. It's again, they're on the road. It's the situation for them here. Now, it may not translate full game. It may translate like my guy Babeno saying. So it correlates with what Babeno's saying, and typically that wins money. So I do like this first quarter a lot. But Kevin Herter over 1.5 threes is the official play, plus 100.
Yeah, I mean, good stuff on that. In the chat, a lot of different props that are good looks. I do like Lonzo Ball assists that he's mentioning here, dropping dimes, going with the rebounds and assists for Lonzo. I would say Lonzo is an excellent rebounder, but a lot of these games recently when he's been, having a lot of rebounds have been without Jared Allen, and Jared Allen is playing tonight. So for whatever that's worth, there was one more here. There was Tyson over 19.5 points and rebounds. He's definitely been playing a lot more minutes. He's been playing well. They need him to space the floor as well. I mean, I can't talk you off. I think it's a good play. I was looking at it myself today. Babano, sounds like you want a piece of some of these props.
Yeah, I mean, some of the one thing that I do kind of like here maybe is some kind of points and rebounds with Vucevic, Nikola Vucevic as well for Chicago, because there is no Evan Mobley, so there's going to be a little more room to roam down low for him maybe. So that might be worth a look. Double for him might be worth a look. That's certainly something that stands out. I think when you look at it from a Cleveland standpoint, Garland, as far as points and assists, I'd be interested in that here tonight for them on the Cleveland side. So those are a couple props I'd look at. The over, yeah, I did bet the over. It's a small bet. Recent form, these teams aren't consistently going over the total. That's the concern I have. But 4 straight overs in the series in the head-to-head matchup between these two teams, and not even close. They've been obliterating the total. 220, 270, 256, 248, and 260. 250, the combined points in the last 4 meetings, Cleveland and Chicago. So I did bet the over, but like I said, I'm a little bit stronger on the Cavaliers side.
All right. I appreciate you, Cashville. Definitely. And remind everybody to hit the like button too. Yeah, happy holidays to you guys as well. Somebody else asking if we're going to do a Christmas show. We will have a show for the games, but it'll be the day before.
Christmas Eve, we will be on at this time to do the Christmas Day NBA previews. But obviously, we'll be off on Christmas Day because the games are going on, and it's Christmas Day.
This comment is how I feel. It says everybody in their mama on Tyson, Fade City. Like the props that are the most popular, always something tricky. Like this going to be the day where they don't want to play him now for some reason. Right. Or I don't know. Maybe I'm superstitious, whatever.
That makes sense.
All right, let's keep going. Next game, look at Grizzlies and Timberwolves. Opened up 8. Looks like 8 or 8.5 out there. Total open 233.5, and that is as low as 228.5. We'll put this at 8.5. As far as the injury report, Morant doubtful, Clark questionable. We know there's no ED still amongst the other people out, but Kemp Spencer also out. And still questionable. Wham Bam. I was looking at a lot of different props, honestly, for this game, but I looked at Nas Reed. I looked at McDaniels. Obviously, I like them both better if Ant doesn't play. If Ant doesn't play, I probably like McDaniels a lot. Anything you like here for Grizzlies and Timberwolves?
Yeah, man. I thought I was muted. I muted myself. Yeah, no. Yeah, I only played one play in this game, but I do like a lot of plays. So I guess I'll start off with what I didn't play yet. Obviously, Jared Jackson Jr. He's like he's the star player guy in this game for the Grizzlies. There's no Spencer. There's no Morant. It's going to be possibly just him, Santi Alderman, Cedric Coward. Um, that's kind of, and KCP. That's probably what you're going to get for Memphis in this game. So obviously the big spread lace here for the Minnesota Timberwolves at 8 is kind of showing that I think they are going to probably get Ant-Man in this game. If he isn't in this game, I think we're going to see a little bit more shorter spread, maybe even like a 6 here. So nothing even that big of a difference here because I think they're going to continue to disrespect the lineup or at least the point capability for some of these guys on Memphis. So I focused in just on them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that the defense is going to be here for Timberwolves, or at least I don't fear their defense at all. So I did take Cedric Coward. Reason being is because he hasn't really had a over and under machine recently because his point total has been placed pretty correctly. Today his point total is at 15.5, clearly well over his average that's at 13.6. And I think that that's because we got some of those guys, some of those shooter guys like Spencer, like ball handlers like Morant that's out. I think that kind of like indicates that he's going to be taking on some of those more of those responsibilities, some of the role in this game here. So as much as we put him on the best bet, look, I don't think we had this much motivation to bet him. I think I just like him a lot, even though I did say I like Jared Jackson today too. So that's obviously contradicting, but I think both of those guys could eat here. So Cedric Coward, who I bet over 15.5 points, I think he got an uptick in points total for a reason. And it's going to be beneficial for us to get on it now. So over 15.5 points, Cedric Coward, I think that's good money.
What you think here, Bobano?
I think Minnesota continues to be a horrible favorite, especially at home. And I don't trust him in this price range at all, quite honestly. And now if Anthony Edwards doesn't play, that's going to make matters even tougher for them. Memphis is banged up, but I'll say this about Memphis, gutting it out with what they've got of late, which is admirable, considering, there's no Zach Edey again tonight as well. Obviously, they've been missing Morant. Morant's going to be doubtful here tonight for this game, but they're still, in the last 10 games, they're 7-3 against the number. They're 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games. The losses were San Antonio by 7, Utah by 4. They haven't been blown out in any recent game. Now, I had Sacramento. I took Sacramento and against Minnesota in their last home game for the Timberwolves, and I thought I was going to cash that one because Sacramento was up early in that game. They were up 52-51 at halftime, but they had a really bad fourth quarter, and Minnesota covered that point spread late, winning by 14. But they were in a battle with Sacramento there in that game for most of it. And right now they're just not playing, 48 strong minutes front to back, the Timberwolves. And Memphis has been a gutsy, undervalued, hard trying team lately that's been kind of undervalued in the markets because, they've been covering in this role quite a bit lately. So I'm going to go with a split here of Memphis first half, Memphis full game. The reason for that is because I'm kind of worried that this happens again where Minnesota's, lackluster in the first half into the third quarter. Then they turn it on in the fourth quarter and maybe they win by double digits where Memphis hangs for a half and then Minnesota turns it on. But it wouldn't shock me if Grizzlies cover the full game number too at 8.5 here. So first half, Memphis plus 5.5, full game at 8.5. And another thing too, as I mentioned with Memphis in this road dog role, they've been covering. And the only time they didn't was a 7-point loss against San Antonio. And a 7-point loss, cashes your bet here if you're going to be on Memphis. So I think it's too many points again. Minnesota's been a brutal favorite lately. I'll take Memphis here. First half, full game, split.
Oh man, Babano, I kind of figured you'll be fading those Timberwolves again. Kind of see this one coming. I do think Ant's going to play today, though. So I'll ask you: do you think the line is going to go up some more, or do you think it's already baked in that he's going to play?
Well, I'll tell you this right now: if you like Memphis at all in this game, as I do, and you think Anthony Edwards is going to play, there's no rush to bet it. Wait, and obviously there's a good chance you get a little bit better price before tip off.
All right, let's move it over to best bets. Wham Bam. Damn, if I can find the thing, you up first, Wham Bam. Let them know how to get paid.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give y'all both of them because I think both of them just as good. But we're gonna start off with the one we already done cashed on twice in a row. Gonna go Cedric Coward over 15.5 points. No John Moran, no Cam Spencer. Duties going up, possibility going up. Booksmakers is expecting his usage to go up as well. They raised up their point total on him. So over 15.5 points, Cedric Coward. We also own Kevin Huerter over 1.5 threes. So get paid.
Good stuff from Wham Bam. And honestly, I don't have any bets today. Today's card is just, it stinks to me. Babano and Wham Bam like it a lot more than I do. Tomorrow, I definitely have something for you with those 12 games to choose from. Babano, let them know how to get to the window and take us home.
I think, I'm going to go with Memphis here, plus 8.5 against Minnesota. I like it. I mean, Minnesota to me, this home favorite. I went and looked while we were, because I knew they had a losing point spread record as a home favorite this year. I wanted to look 5-6. 5-6 against the spread is the official record this year. Timberwolves as home favorites. And a lot of those 6 ATS losses have been lately. A lot of them have been in the bigger favorite role when they're laying 8.5, 9, 10, like they are here. So I like Memphis here. I think they do enough, to keep this game competitive. So we'll go with the Grizzlies plus 8 off a big blowout win against the Clippers. Now, it's not saying much. Clippers are a disgrace right now, but I like the way they're battling. Memphis plus 8.5 against Minnesota for my best bet. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button. We appreciate it very much. Thanks for tuning in, as always, to the NBA OG Crew Betting Show. And I know why you're all here, because the NBA is a hell of a drug, and you're looking at the plugs. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready? It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged
You're
it.
gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?